Hello everybody, and today we're going to be talking about movies, but not just one particular movie, but movies in general, Korean movies to be specific, and how I got into them. Because if you're subscribed to this channel, or even just found out about it and clicked on my channel, looked at my videos, you know that Korean movies is something that I talk about quite often. It's a big segment on my channel, and I really enjoy doing those videos. But it wasn't always like this. Despite the fact that I've been into movies for almost 9 years now, I didn't really watch Korean movies back in the days when I just became a cinephile. It kind of happened gradually, and today I want to talk about that, how I got into Korean movies. Ever since I got interested in cinema, I knew about Oldboy, the iconic Korean movie. I would see the iconic scene, which is the single take hall fight scene, on the internet all the time, and I would think it's so cool, I need to check it out, everybody says it's great. But I would always push it aside, say that I'll watch it, and I never really got to it until recently, which is probably for the best because I was way too young to watch that movie anyways. But my very first Korean movie I ever watched was actually Snowpiercer, filmed by Bong Joon-ho, who actually had quite a big influence on my outlook on Korean movies, and we're going to talk about that in this video. So I watched Snowpiercer back then and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great, but it wasn't really an eye-opener for me where I was like, wow, look, Korean movies are awesome, I need to check out more. Maybe because there were a lot of Hollywood actors and I didn't perceive it as a Korean movie, or just because I was a dumb kid and I was like literally only focused on Hollywood movies back then. My cousin, who I've always been close with, has always been into Korean movies, and he would recommend me to watch this movie and that movie. Oh, look, Korean movies are great, you need to check them out. And I was a dumb, skeptical little idiot. I don't know, I just like almost thought that, oh, I wouldn't like this. It's like, I thought that Korean movies were from another planet or something. Like, oh, this is not really gonna be something for me, which is so dumb because I didn't even know what they were. But again, I was young and stupid. Forgive me. Years went by, and one day, my cousin was over at my house. And it was late at night and we were bored, and he offered to watch a movie, a Korean movie. And he was like, yeah, let's watch this. This is a really good movie. You're gonna love it. He was like, I promise you, you're gonna enjoy it. And I was like, no, I don't want to watch this. Again, just a skeptical little idiot. There was no particular reason. I was just like, I don't want this. It's probably not gonna be good. How stupid was I, right? But I thought we played like a game of like rock, paper, scissors, and it was like, if you lose, we're gonna watch the movie I say. And I was like, fine, okay. And I lost, and we sat down in front of the computer screen and put on The Thieves. The Thieves is a heist movie, and it's a mix of Mission Impossible and Ocean 11 almost. And so the plot is about this one guy who's this thief, and he gathers a bunch of other professional burglars to steal a diamond worth $20 million. And so obviously the thieves agree to it. However, despite the fact that they need to cooperate, they can't really trust each other, and rightfully so, because every one of them actually have their eyes on the prize, which is the $20 million diamond, on their own. There were tons of fun action scenes and a charismatic, awesome cast, and the movie felt like a roller coaster, you know, like it kept just throwing plot twists at you. It was late at night, but I couldn't just relax from the excitement of it all. It just kept throwing curveballs at you. Oh, you think you know what's going on? No, actually, this is what's happening. And then you think you know this, but no, actually, there's something else. And it just kept getting you excited, and I was just on the edge of my seat the entire movie, and I loved it so much. After the movie ended, I took a deep breath, and with a grin on my face, I could happily admit that I was wrong, because the movie was so much fun. And so this movie, The Thieves, opened my eyes, and although I didn't go and binge all the Korean movies right after that, I was no longer skeptical, and I understood that, hey, Korean movies can be awesome. A few years passed, and I would occasionally watch some Korean movies based on my cousin's recommendations. And one of them was The Wailing. We watched that movie together when it came out, and I have had so many requests to review that movie ever since I started my Korean movie review segment, and I will talk about that movie on a separate video. But in short, I was blown away by it. I thought it was a masterpiece. I loved it so much. And then I also watched Train to Busan back then. Again, my cousin recommended it to me. He was like, hey, there's this awesome zombie movie. You need to check it out. And it's hard to make a unique zombie movie nowadays, right? So you would think that, okay, how good can this be? And I mean, I know Train to Busan is super popular. Almost everyone has seen it. And yeah, you know, it is unique, it's fun, it's amazing, and I loved it as well. And all of these movies, The Wailing, Train to Busan, all of these movies prove to me that Korean cinema has a lot to offer. Some time passed and I heard that Bong Joon-ho is going to release a new movie. The director who made The Snowpiercer and Okja, and that the movie would be called The Parasite, and I was so excited for it. And I watched the movie. And I thought it was so great that I need to talk about it on my channel right now. I need to let people know that this is the best movie of that year. And I did. And that was my first ever Korean movie review on this channel. That was the start for this big segment on my channel. After being blown away by Parasite, I felt the need to go and check out the rest of Bong Joon-ho's filmography. And so I decided to start with Memories of Murder. I have a review for Memories of Murder on this channel, so I'm not going to go too deep into the movie in this video. So if you want to check out that review and also all the other Bong Joon-ho movie reviews I've done, which is pretty much every movie, I've reviewed every single Bong Joon-ho movie except Snowpiercer and Okja. If you want to check that out, I have a playlist for that, and that's going to be linked in the description below. So yeah, if you're interested, check that out. Memories of Murder is nothing short of a masterpiece. It's one of the best thrillers I have ever seen. I spent days thinking about that movie. I read about the case, and it ignited that fire, that love and curiosity to dive a little deeper into Korean cinema. And so the rest is history. I kept reviewing Bong Joon-ho movies one after another until I decided to make this into a proper actual segment. And so I keep doing this and I love it. And I can't wait to do it more. And so the moral of the story is be an open-minded person. Just because you already love and enjoy one thing doesn't mean that you only have to focus on that. Give other things a chance as well. Other cinema, other movies from other countries, foreign stuff. Because you'll be surprised how many great things there are and how many favorites you might discover. I mean, Memories of Murder is probably one of my favorite movies now. And I know that a lot of people, by the way, who watch this channel already are like this, are open-minded, and you guys always recommend me some tons of awesome Korean movies and other foreign stuff, so thank you. But to the people who are maybe new to the channel or don't do that as often, just give it a chance, you know, invest a little bit of time into these movies other than Hollywood stuff, and you'll be surprised how many great things you actually can discover. And I realized that again last year when I got into anime. Previously I already knew about anime and I would watch some stuff occasionally like Ghibli stuff and Your Name and other popular movies and a couple of shows here and there, but I never properly invested my time in that until quarantine started last year. And now it's one of my favorite things. I've discovered some of my favorite shows because of anime, and I'm so happy I did. And now I'm willing to give anything a chance, because it might just become a new world discovered, because that's how it feels. Stepping into these worlds of cinema or anime, this unexplored territory, stepping into that new world, discovering it, and enjoying every bit of it. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I wanted to make this video for a long time now because sometimes I see comments like, oh, you know a lot about Korean movies or something like that. But truth be told, there are still so many Korean movies that I haven't seen, and I can't wait to see them and review them and recommend you some new stuff. And also, you guys recommend me tons of new stuff as well, so thank you. In the comments below, let me know if you have had any similar experiences like mine, where you've been skeptical about something and then you were like, holy shit, I was wrong. Yeah, share those things in the comments. And also links for my, first of all, Bong Joon-ho movie reviews, separate link, playlist for that in the description below. Also link for my playlist of all the Korean movie reviews I've done so far. So check that out as well if you're interested. And if you made it this far and enjoyed the video, leave a like. And if you don't want to miss my other movie and TV show related videos, Korean movie reviews, subscribe to this channel. Bye.